I hate boobs now. I have I'm angry with boobs now because I have a 14-year-old daughter, and I'm just sick of. I'm like, fucking boobs, stop. I used to love boobs, and now I see her walk in the room. I'm like, fucking, what are you doing? Stop with the boobs. So tired of boobs now.
No more boobs.
This is not cool anymore. It's not cool anymore.
You're under my roof. You don't grow.
I used to love that, and now I fucking hate that. Stop that.
Itty bitty titty committee till you're 18.
Yeah. I told her they're mind control devices. I shouldn't have told her that. She's over there at the high school controlling everybody's mind.
She's getting mad that boys like her boobs.
Yeah. She's
You're
like,
not supposed to
I'm
like
a
my
fucking
boobs.
dyke. Everybody's gay. All the kids are gay until puberty hits, and then they're like, is that the call of the wild? Is that a pheromone? I thought I was fluid, but now I've got fluid all over my pants.
That's so crazy. That's how you learn how to like sway people at a particular age. It's not like that for guys. Like we grow up and we realize like then way you can like get a room to listen to is if you're like mean. Like if you bully people.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
I mean,
No, you're doing great.
It's cool to transcend stuff. Everybody wants to transcend the shit their parents say. Like, I was raised religious, and now I'm like, that's not even a thing. And now kids are raised a boy or a girl, and they're like, that's not even anything. I'm so above all of that. I'm David Bowie. I'm a space wizard.
Yeah, dude, when I was 15, being an atheist was like not believing in God was radical.
Yeah.
That was 15 years ago.
That's when you started your YouTube channel.
You're such a young child.
I was looking at Chroma Leaf, and I was like, God damn, dude, you got 1,000 subscribers.
He's really good.
How old is this account? His first video was...
I think I started when I was in like the 7th grade.
You got no mustache or nothing on there?
You know what I was doing in seventh grade? Beating off to... I just started.
Should have put that
on YouTube. That was when I
YouTube.
just started too. I just learned what that was.
If you put that on YouTube 15 years ago, you'd be on Epstein's Island right now running shit.
Dude, I had the weirdest shit.
It took me the longest time to figure out the jerk off movement, because like, you know, whenever you're like getting into like your early teens and everybody just does that jerk off movement like that or whatever. It's like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do too.
You're supposed to throw it. Dude, apparently, according to everybody, you're supposed to throw it. Right.
I remember very vividly doing the thumb forefinger.
Yeah.
I genuinely, for the longest time, I didn't know what jacking off actually was. And people would say, like at my school, they would say, oh, blah, 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 plays with himself.
Yeah.
And I just thought that, like, he was literally... That guy's an idiot. He's out there playing with his dick, like you know, just like playing around with it.
You're outside throwing a ball up and hitting it with a baseball bat. Why can't I come?
Oh my god! No one told me this was the greatest thing ever invented in the world of history.
Yeah, I found it out on accident, dude. My sheets
pulling your pud.
I remember
pulling your pud.
I remember some kids. I remember I was in 7th grade, and some kids were like talking about it, and I was like, "What is that?" And like, it's like rubbing. Yeah. And then I took that information and did some experiments.
That's on my own research.
And here I am,
dude. If Trump dies, I'm gonna be Eskimo brothers with the president, because if JD Vance is a couch fucker, and that's how we both had our sexual awakenings.
Dude, I used to fucking
banging couches.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to fuck the shit out of my couch.
He wrote about it in some book, and everybody jumped all over it. All the Democrats, all the headlines from the Democrats are just like a kid in class going, ooh.
Yeah. Well,
just running through the gears of the race car.
I'm not gonna lie.
It was one of those like, for about 3 weeks in the middle of the summer, it seemed like the Democrats had kind of figured out how to meme a little bit and how to, you know, kind of take some of the power back. And what had happened is somebody on Twitter posted a thing saying that on page whatever of Hillbilly Elegy, which is the book that he wrote, he describes fucking a couch. Completely not true, right?
By the way,
I hope it was.
Everybody fucks couches. All the boys.
Yeah, I thought I was
if you
weird.
act like you, I was fucking. Do you remember what was the newest one? The shuttle that exploded.
It's Challenger.
The Columbia.
That was the one that was like the most recent one.
Yeah, the one in
you said
2003.
you
I was
heard it.
fucking my couch when that happened.
You said you heard it, right? Did you hear it from your house? Wasn't
was
it over
like-
your house?
You're grinding on your couch.
Yeah. I know I was asleep, but
Explosion
I had that was around the time I was doing the couch fucking though.
Yeah,
Fuck
we
my
had.
couch and
I was
fell asleep.
supporting. I was doing support for internet for people who lived in that area, and they were like, "Yeah, there's pieces of it in my backyard," and apparently, these people found body parts and shit. I don't know.
This kid
Killed
was
one of
fucking his
my-
couch,
yeah.
and then he brought.
One of my alpacas is dead. It's
But
got a
so-
fuselage.
So somebody makes that tweet,
Yeah.
and then the AP posts a fact check saying, "Did J.D. Vance write about having sex with a couch in his book?"
Yeah. I'm
False.
not saying he did. We're just asking questions.
It's like, oh no, we determined that's
Just throwing it
false.
out there.
And then they deleted it, like it was like a Streisand effect
That's
thing.
like old school Fox News
yeah.
style.
Who cares?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Did they actually do
Who
that?
cares? The wood in the couch and the leather in the couch is probably of age.
Yeah.
Definitely of
That's-
age.
That's a
I
good
mean,
heifer.
Who cares?
I
if
really
you-
wish that he
Good
did do
heifer.
that because I feel like I would have had
He's gonna double
more
down.
respect for
Yeah.
him. That's
Trump's
cool.
gonna die. He's
Yeah.
gonna be president. He's gonna double down. He's like, "Fuck yeah, I fucked the couch, bitch."
Yeah, he likes to party.
President, eat my ass.
Oh, by the way, it's the
Whatever.
God
Who's
Awful
the goat?
Gospel Hour. I'm here. It's Donnie. It's Josh. It's Heath. And we have a special guest, Erik Gallegos,
Hey,
the guy who's been talking with no introduction.
Hi.
You had a phone repair bit that you did. Do you still do that?
Yeah, I do
With
that.
the gay porn?
Yeah.
I got my brain stuck on that for like a month. I was like, maybe all the gay guys drop their phones. Maybe there's a gay phone repairman, and every time he fixes their phone, he turns it back on, and it's on Tinder, and he's like, "Hey," and then they get to have a boyfriend now.
Yeah.
So many secret gay stories of like a.
You
Well,
know-
yeah, the tag I was trying to give you was that the reason that they're broken is because they were looking at Tinder or their wife caught them, and then and they dropped their phone, so
yeah.
they had to bring
yeah.
it to get repaired.
I remember that. I remember you telling me that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's an act out.
Yeah, it's a pretty good tag that you just fucking ignored for no reason.
No, I think I tried something like. I
No.
played with that bit quite a bit. Yeah, no, that's what's weird is like I write that about Austin and I try to like say it in a way where it's like relatable to Austin.
Mm-hmm.
But all of the gay shit that I experienced on phone, like fixing phones, was like back home in the middle of nowhere, like North Texas.
Yeah, where people
I mean-
bury it deep down.
Yeah, I mean they would like
In
dude,
pasture.
guys would like come in and like leave like shortcuts to like gay porn websites.
Hey, can you fix
On
this? Can you fix this quick? I got a sermon to preach.
I'm trying to bust a nut. I need this fixed now. How soon? Hour? What are we talking?
They'd leave like pictures on the home screen and stuff like that. Yeah, like
Hell yeah.
very blatant. They wanted us to see. You know,
Taking little Chinese boys to Indigo Girls concerts.
Tell you what, if I was gonna get my phone repaired, I'd try to put as much gay porn on there as possible before.
That's actually a really good prank. I used to do shit like that in high school. Like I'd get on the, I'd get the desktop and I'd put a folder on there, and that was called gay porn
Yeah.
or
Just grab
something
each other's
like that.
phones and tweet "I'm gay" from your Twitter.
No, but then I would
Don't leave
print
your phone at the bar.
I would print screen it and then delete the folder, and I'd put it as the background.
Yeah.
And so then whenever they tried to click on the folder, you just couldn't delete it
right.
because it was the background. And
Donnie's
so they,
background
that's
is a shattered
hilarious.
screen on his phone, so white people won't steal his phone.
I used to. In my English class, I used to change the autocorrect. So when my teacher would type a word, it would change it to another word.
You fucked up AI. That's why AI is retarded now, because you did that then, and now AI is retarded.
I came upon a prank that somebody did. You remember Fry's? It's like a computer store. It was up north.
I know about fries.
Yeah.
Well, don't. Was it like Circuit
Look at
City?
him.
Or
Yeah, it's like
He
a
knows
Circuit
about-
City or whatever.
Look
Yeah.
at my belly. I know about fries.
I know about crinkle fries, curly fries.
And it was in the like
Sweet
the
potato
it was in
fries.
like the Apple section, like where all the
Chicken
MacBooks and the
fries.
iPads were.
Apples.
And somebody had set all the iPads backgrounds to pictures of buttholes. And I didn't realize it. I was like looking at one and I was swiping around on it and I didn't realize it. And so all the people were like
Porthole to
walking
Mordor.
behind me and I had this giant butthole picture. It looks like I did this.
I can't make it go away.
He got transfixed as the Palantir, as the Eye of Saruman.
Yeah.
It's Hypnotoad.
And then whenever I did phone support for a internet at an apartment complex, I guess it was like there's like a lot of like Arabic, Middle Eastern type people who lived in this apartment complex, and we would
Arabians.
get DMCA complaints on them downloading shit illegally, and so we'd have to lock down their internet, and they'd have to contact whoever made the DMCA complaint to get them unlocked, and it was always gay porn. There's always these Arabic guys going, but this is I did not download this. And I was like, It says here you have a copyright claim for the file name gay porn dash the Woodsman.
It was a virus.
I did not do this.
Somebody put a virus on my computer. It's a virus. You got a walrus on your computer? Yeah. So I was watching your video today. How did you know? What do you know? What you know?
What you know, the music
How'd
video?
you do those visuals on that?
I did a Google what's it called?
Search?
It was like early like AI prompting images. And there was this thing called I think it was called disco diffusion.
There's no visuals anymore. Remember, used to be visuals on iTunes. You could put them on and bounce.
You know what's funny is that I actually I took a lot of inspiration from stuff like that.
Yeah.
From like some of the visuals because I was like looking at like an old Windows Media Player version of the
Dude,
song.
you remember I used to drink
That's not funny. I don't know.
Robitussin and watch Windows Media Player.
Dude,
look how trippy. Dude. Did you actually drink Robitussin and do that?
Absolutely.
Did you ever drink like a whole bottle?
2 bottles.
It's called robo tripping.
One bottle never did it. It was 2. It took 2 bottles.
And then you'd watch the Winamp visualizer.
Dude, I had a friend like every day he would go to CVS.
Does anybody want a gummy?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
He would steal 2 bottles of Robitussin from CVS, and then he would just robo-trip he did it for like
crazy, dude. I had a buddy
3
that
months
did that
straight, and he did it up until he got caught. He got caught stealing Robitussin from CVS.
The God Awful Sleepover Show. We're gonna stream all night. We're gonna take Adderall and yell at the DVD thing to hit the corner.
Ooh, we could do a retro game podcast.
Yeah, upstairs.
I still don't have the $300.
That tastes really weedy.
Good. Yum yum. I don't know. It says 25. They're all 25.
Oh,
so who all here is circumcised?
Me?
Yeah. I mean, we're wasps.
I didn't have a choice. It was taken from me against my will.
What do words mean? You know.
All right, 1.
Oh, you're a hole? Must be nice to be whole.
Yeah.
And that would be mutilated.
I wish I had a fucking tremor down there. I'm circumcised.
I had a.
I wish. It bugs me. Don't you? Don't you wish you had one?
A freaking sandworm.
Yeah.
No, it looks better when it's circumcised.
I don't care about look. I just want my nerve endings.
Yeah, I want that extra little flat.
Dude, I already come too
Skin.
fast. What do I want more?
Yeah, but once
You're selfish.
Once you stop feeling the guilt,
You're a selfish.
It was like that. It was that. What was it? There was some meme I saw the other day, and it was like it was that picture of Pedro Pascal laughing in that movie he was in with Nicolas Cage, and it says, "My foreskin waiting to be reunited with me in heaven."
dude, that's exactly how I feel when I learned about the fact that there was like I could have felt more during sex.
Yeah.
I felt robbed about it.
Yeah.
Especially
I want
'cause
back
it's
pay. I want retroactive feelings.
Yeah,
that I missed out on.
I mean, wasn't it like in the name of God too?
Yeah.
Damn, if I hadn't
Fuck
been
you.
circumcised, I might not have waited till I was 22 to have sex.
So you did some singing recently for your. You said you were insecure about singing on the. You posted a video of you playing guitar and singing, but you sang on Kill Tony.
I did.
And you sing on that one I was watching.
I didn't do
Well,
good
you
at
know
that.
it.
Yeah.
I think it sounds like recently you figured out to stay within your
Let me tell you
speaking
something.
register
Tony
like Johnny
Hin-
Yeah.
Cash.
Tony
That's
Hinchcliffe
actually
doesn't know
correct.
shit
That's
about
actually-
crap when it comes to music.
Huh?
I said it here first. Tony Hinchcliffe doesn't know shit about crap
Well,
when it comes to music.
Eric was the reason they got the backup guitar finally, because it was like the last straw. Finally, because that dude wasn't ever.
I'm tired of Mexicans.
They have a
touching my
backup guitar now?
Yeah, they finally got a guest one. I call it the Gallegos. It's your
Gallegos.
fault that they got it.
That's dope.
They have a guitar with the Kill Tony logo on it because they got tired of handing that one back and forth from that
That's so funny. You know, the guitarist from there is actually from my town. I'm from
What's
the same town.
dude. What's your
Amarillo.
town?
Amarillo.
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 Amarillo by
Dude, I don't know
Moran.
what it is. Where I'm from, there's tons of like great guitarists. I mean, maybe there's good.
There's
great
nothing else to
guitarists
do out there.
everywhere.
Maybe.
Probably, yeah. That's actually.
Yeah.
Now I know what it is.
It's either guitar or crystal meth.
Those guys are uncircumcised.
Or both.
They
Crystal
couldn't
meth
feel
is
their
really
penis,
good
so
for
they
that.
Usually-
play
it's
guitar all
actually-
day.
Yeah, it's actually usually both. Now that you
Must be
mention
nice
it.
to have a foreskin and play guitar
I'm
because there's
gonna do
nothing else to do. The tip of your penis isn't bothering you to rub it all the time.
Hi. You could feel so much better sex that you get from playing the guitar if you still have your foreskin.
I wish I could have
Not
sex.
down there though. They're Christian.
Is it your birthday right now?
Oh, those are the craziest ones.
31.
Happy birthday.
Grazie.
God, you're
All right.
11, almost
You're such
12
a
years
young,
younger than me.
nubile
Jesus.
piece of ass.
I hate
So
me too.
February 1993.
You know what I was
Billboard.
doing in February 1993? My kindergarten teacher was telling me about the Oklahoma City bombing.
1993.
I
My
remember
dad
Your
was.
parents were
I remember
fucking
her
up.
being
I Will
like-
Always Love You by Whitney Houston. That
There
was
you
the
go.
#1 Billboard 9 months before you were born.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's the song you were consummated to.
Dude, Joey Diaz probably sold her coke that day.
I was
Ordinary World, Duran Duran.
God, is
Mr.
that late?
Wendell, hey.
I think he actually used to sell her coke.
Nice. Hip Hop Hooray. That's the good fucking song for that time.
Yeah.
I was conceived
Nothing
to
but a
Welcome to the
G-thing, man. You
Jungle.
had a good year for banging butts. Baby.
It was the yeah. There was a lot of good R&B during that.
Inform
time,
Me.
too.
Yeah.
A Lucky Boom Boom Down. Rebirth of Slick.
I think you
Cool
boom
Like
boom
That.
down.
Rump Shaker. God damn. Is one of your moms? Is your mom? Are there any of your parents?
Is your mom a big
twerker?
twerker?
Yeah.
I was conceived to Amazing
There's
Grace.
a lot of good having
Yes,
sex
but in
with black
Spanish.
girls music.
What do
The
you
year
think you were
before.
conceived to, Josh?
It was Afternoon Delight was the big one that year.
Do you think that was it?
No, it's probably Praise and Worship.
Yeah.
They had to pause it because they felt like the Lord was watching.
I
Jesus,
feel like
stop
that's
looking
exactly
at my
what happened
penis,
with me.
Jesus.
Save room for Jesus.
I'm trying to have sex, and Jesus is looking at my penis.
Stop it, Jesus. You're
went to that-
incorrigible.
Broken Mike with you the other day, Heath.
Yeah.
He kept saying first one in Austin. Was there been ones in other cities?
I think they used to do that in Long Island, where they're
Oh,
from.
okay.
Oh, Long Island, is that right?
I like how he was.
Long Island. Hello, I'm from Long Island.
Everybody keeps saying
I am a Guido.
Kill Tony is actively destroying comedy while having a bucket show.
Dude, I can't wait till I'm
That's
no
what
longer...
the dude was saying.
Yeah, and he's still throwing a bucket show.
Pat Dean, if you're listening,
projection
I
is-
do not...
Nobody said any names. I don't know who you're talking about.
Pat Dean, if you're listening,
A
I
guy
want to be
said
booked at your
that.
club, but I do not...
He does not
espouse
listen to the
use-
show because he bought me a drink and I've been talking shit on him for 2 months.
I love
So I
you.
think it's
you're,
okay.
You're a great comedian. You
He
have
was
a good-
nice and me. I like the
No, he's
Velveeta.
a great dude. He's
Like that
a
guy.
comic genius.
He's very funny. and
American
he has,
genius.
He has a
Pat
great
Dean.
club, and I want to perform at it.
We named his episode American Genius because he's an
I do
American
not.
genius.
I do not.
No, they were saying,
Book
Kill
me.
Tony's actively destroying comedy, which a lot of people say
Yeah.
that. He's not the only one. It's fine. But then, by that logic, The Gong Show would have destroyed comedy. Star Search would have destroyed comedy. Last Comic Standing would have. Any of these competition shows, it's the same shit. And they didn't destroy comedy.
People said
Just
the
another
same
one of
thing
these-
about crowd work. What is up with this wholesale? I
It's
feel
a
like you come to these
sensationalist
conclusions when you're like
Democratic
going
headline.
through something, right? I don't really believe that.
I think it's just like something take. Let me just like sit into this. I think it's just like people take something. They're like, oh, this is not how I do it. So
well,
If you want to write a sensationalist headline and have everybody click on it and read the article, you have to say something's being destroyed that is not even a
I will
physical
say,
object.
I think Kill Tony is
Democracy's
A
being destroyed.
I think it just kind of sucks most of the time
Yeah.
because stuff like Star Search or whatever, they pick things that are good to be on and say, hey, look at this good thing. Nobody flops, you're right. Nobody bombs on that on those kind of things. But so much of it is just bad, and it's just kind of.
oh,
and then-
like the comedians.
And then the banter back and forth and the things they say about them, like, okay, whatever, like it's
Yeah.
every once in a while they'll get somebody good who can kind of at least either have a good set or go back and forth with them a little bit, but 80% of it, I'm just like, why am I watching this?
Oh, Eric on Kill Tony did like a fucking sweet Airwolf helicopter. The engines are gone maneuver. It was falling out of the sky, and then he was just like, "Nope, it's all good." And you hit a banger at the end, and then played the guitar, and everybody was like, "Yeah."
Dude, they called Drew back on stage. That was kind of what saved me in that episode.
No, your last joke killed. The third
oh,
thing you said.
yeah, I see what you're saying.
You
It was
saved
going
yourself.
poorly, and then you were
saved
like,
yourself.
whenever you see the plane going down in the movie, and then it goes, "Wow," and everybody's like, "Yay!"
Don't.
Yeah,
put up,
it's because that opener joke was.
You shouldn't blame other people for your own mistakes, and you shouldn't give other people credit for things you do.
I agree with you.
The other thing I have, the other issue I have with it is it doesn't really seem like it ever really does anything for anybody. Like if you go on and you do really, really good, like I don't see it really changing.
No, you have to
things,
have
right?
some kind of palsy.
I think
Yeah.
too.
That's what everyone says.
Hey,
Again, I'm just parroting existing things.
Oh man, that's
Yeah, they pick them up straight from the neurodivergent center.
Yeah.
And they bus them right over. They're bussing them in. They're eating the dogs. They're bussing neurodivergent people to kill Tony. I love the retards. I love them.
I think
It's
I need
funny.
to like lean into a stereotype because then I can be a token something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had you on the show. Can you act more retarded, please? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, well,
Trying to make a good episode.
I thought that's what I
Hey,
was,
guys.
I thought that's what I was here for.
Token.
be Eric the illegal immigrant and be scared you're going to get deported every time.
They're
Nobody
busing
knows
in
where I'm at.
retarded immigrants to podcasts.
Nobody knows what country I'm
Texas.
trying to sneak into.
Yeah.
No, that was the other thing. Tony
You're trying to
mispronounced
sneak
your
into
last name.
Mexico from America. They keep sending you back.
Hey, last time you were here, Heath, you said we're about to go do the Cap City open mic. How'd that go?
It was good.
You like it?
Yeah.
Was that the little room upstairs?
No, it was a big room.
Was it full?
No.
Okay.
I had a good
Sometimes
set.
they do it upstairs.
I had a good
Sometimes they do
set. It
downstairs.
wasn't bad. I did that. I did
How many
the-
minutes? Would they give
Who
you?
knows anymore? I don't think you're allowed in Austin if you're on an open mic. I don't think you're allowed to give more than 2.5 minutes.
I'm tired of seeing you do 2-3 minutes. They need to let
I-
you breathe. I've seen you do 10, and I know what happens. I'm like, let him cook.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Let him
dude, I
bake.
did 10 at
Put him in the oven.
Vegan I did vegan fucking nom.
How'd that go?
It was good, but I feel like I don't remember how to do 10 minutes.
You can do 3 hours. You did a 3-hour stream here when we were playing Monkey Game.
Yeah,
So
but I
you
was
were
getting-
funny the whole time.
Yeah, I wasn't killing.
He had enhancements.
Yeah. Yeah, we did it. The season 3 premiere was a shroom cast, and then they kind of kicked in during the episode, and then we went into
It
a
was
stream,
fun.
and it
Chris
devolved into.
was bad vibes for the
chaos.
shrooms.
Yeah, Chris had shingles.
We started talking about
Yeah, he
Winona's
was like,
tits
he was
and
like, I'm not
Winona,
contagious.
Winona Ryder getting titty fucked by
Huh?
Jar Jar Binks. It went weird. Went a
Oh.
weird way.
You don't know Chris.
Which Chris?
He's an awful, awful man.
I want to know so I can judge him.
He has a skin disease, and he rubs up against you. He scares you when you're on sure.
He's
Oh,
got a
he's
very
alright.
ethnic nose.
Yeah,
I
it's
keep
like
telling
the
him about
devil.
his ethnic
Yeah,
nose.
he looks more and more Jewish the higher you are in shrooms.
Did you hear about the Michelin
Tell us
star?
more. The Michelin star.
There's 5 of them here.
So I guess Michelin came to Austin and they said, "Here's our list of all the best places," and they gave Michelin stars to like 4 or 5 places, and one of them was La Barbecue, which is like they've gone way downhill. They've had all kinds of problems in the
One of
past
them's
year.
Leroy and Lewis right on the corner here. We should
Yeah.
go. We should do a god awful restaurant review.
One of them was the shawarma food truck on 5th Street.
They gave
It's
it
got a
a
Michelin star now.
chocolate purple starfish of Michelin stars. You're gonna shit out your ass if you eat here. This shawarma. My family, speaking of shitting out your ass, they've been body shaming me and kink shaming me for taking the worst poops. They're like, Dad takes the worst poops, and I'm like, I eat everything y'all eat. Why y'all's shit don't stink? And then I realized I'm the only fucking one that eats leftovers. Everyone else eats the new shit, and then I got to clean out the fridge. So of course I have horrible nightmare dookies
It's because you're eating nuked.
because I'm helping clean out the fridge and the environment and everything.
You have half nuclear shit.
Yeah, I don't
That's
want
what
to
it
throw
is.
food away.
Maybe it's just because you're
Yeah.
old.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's all the years of eating the trash has really
Yeah.
done
I
its
mean,
number
I
on your
think just the
colon.
older you get, the worse your shits get.
I have
that's
a
true.
gut biome within a gut biome.
Yeah.
It's like a
Do you-
biodome.
Do you like
of gut
ruin half
biome.
the house? Are
The-
they like that?
They don't want me to shit in the kitchen bathroom, just like here. Donnie won't let me shit over there.
Yeah.
Dude, my
He
dad.
doesn't want it close to the food.
Oh my fuck, dude! My dad would ruin the house for like the day.
No, I need to go upstairs.
Yeah,
and
dude.
go in
When
the
my
corner.
dad would take a shit, like you couldn't,
What's going on with dad shit?
you couldn't put anything on my chest after that.
for 3 days. It was like Jesus' chest to resurrect.
Also, your kids probably don't drink a case and a half of beer every 3 days too. That
No.
probably
Oh,
has
beer shits.
that probably has an effect.
So
I
they're
wish I
beer
could
shits.
afford that kind of beer habit. That'd be rad.
Those are just nice and thick and pungent. That's what it is. This has nothing to do with being a father.
I was telling my wife to get a job. I was like, you can do whatever you want. You like flowers? Work at the florist. I was telling her to work with your girlfriend, fiance. She
don't
would love that.
Fucking
Don't
We're
put
not-
that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
I already got to find her a job. No, I got to find her and your wife a
I
job.
was like, you can work at the bookstore, you can something you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. But then I realized what she loves is never working a day in her life. So she's already completed the Ouroboros.
Well, I can't really talk shit because my goal in life is to work 1 hour a day.
That's not the work. The real work is staying in a shitty hotel and flying on shitty airlines.
Okay, that's not real
Only
work.
reason to be a touring comedian.
I work
is
in
if
a
you can
warehouse
be-
right now. I'm so happy to do that.
Okay. So male pastors from Texas are 8 times at least more likely to sexually assault minors than drag queens, according to statistics that are easily manipulated. We keep finding
Say that one more time for the people in the back.
male pastors from Texas are 8 times more likely to sexually assault minors than drag queens.
Did you find that on Google or DuckDuckGo?
Reform Austin. It's a statistics website.
Sounds like it was written by Kamala herself.
I mean, we keep finding articles about male Texas pastors. Donnie had one that turned out to be a diddler, but he didn't touch Donnie because Donnie was an ugly baby.
Yeah, I wasn't attractive enough to be child molested.
Ain't
Get
nobody
away
wanna
from me,
fuck
you
that
little-
baby.
Yeah.
Man, somehow we did not have any of those pastors in my town. Somehow, though, all of our pastors.
I bet I can find one in Amarillo over the last. I bet there's one.
Yeah, I've heard some crazy stories though, like where
Those
like
guys
they're
get
all
bored
cheating
and-
on each other with or shit like that.
Yeah, like they're doing like church swingers.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yes.
My
Yes.
best friend's in the middle of a
The
divorce.
fucking church with the pineapple flag out front, upside down.
One of my best friends is in the middle of a divorce right now, and his wife left him for a preacher, and he's 55 years
Did
old.
the preacher leave his
She's
wife?
my age.
Did the preacher leave his wife for her also? Was it a double divorce?
I don't know his situation,
Okay.
but obviously it was God's will because
He had
that's
to
what
stop
happened.
fucking all the kids in the youth group.
That's
to
what
get
you
married.
tell. That's what you tell people when you want to do exactly what you want to do. You
Yeah,
tell them
Jesus.
it's God's will.
Yeah. God, that's what all the televangelists say. God's will is for you to give me your money.
It's what all the cult leaders
Everybody.
do. The whole
Yeah.
point of starting a cult is so that you can bang all the women. Like
Yes.
David Koresh and all them, they always like the first thing they say is that God says I got to fuck all your wives, every single one of them.
That's fine.
Was there literally ever one that didn't do that?
There's a few.
The ones that were started by women, I guess.
I think it's rock star
all
levels
the
of
shitty
sexual
ones,
depravity.
all the
Once
shitty
you
ones
get whatever
started
you
by
want,
women.
and then whatever you want, and then whatever you want, just like Van Halen and Aerosmith and Led Zeppelin, eventually,
Yeah.
on a long enough timeline of people giving you whatever you want, eventually you go, I want to fuck a kid. Because you're like, what else can I ask for? They keep bringing me everything I want. It's
What-
testing the limits of
What
the
do you
depravity.
give the man who has everything?
Mm-hmm.
Ice cream.
Do what you
Underage-
love and you'll never work a day in your
underage
life.
pussy.
A child to have sex with.
A guy at my work today did a presentation. We're kind of forced to do this thing. So he made a little bit of a mockery of it today and did it all in a Scottish accent. And it was awkward, and everybody wanted him to stop. But 2 women both said, "Can you not do that? We can't understand anything you're saying." And both of those women have extremely thick accents themselves and are difficult to understand.
Thick accents.
But you
in
can't
what
tell
way?
them that you can't understand them when they talk, because that would be
What kind of accents?
cinnamon-ish type.
Cinnamon.
Arabian.
Ooh, delicious.
Yeah, Arabian, and then the other lady talks like kind of like Mike Tyson, basically.
Can you
please stop talking in that voice.
Please don't do the
Can you stop doing that accent? It's really confusing me.
Everybody's
speaks in
looking at
riddles.
my ass on TV. I got my ass out on Netflix.
I will eat your children.
So Trump is doing all these appointments. Everybody's mad and horrified and going, ooh. Apparently the Secretary of Space Force is a literal gopher that's never even been above the ground. Pete Buttigieg is in the Secretary of the Department of Getting Pussy. That doesn't make any sense. They just keep getting all the opposites of everything. Secretary of Peacekeeping is Jake Paul. The Secretary of Adult Straight Sex is Kevin Spacey. The Secretary of Water is a literal rock. They don't even like water. It doesn't make any sense.
It's like the opposite element. Like
Basically, what happened was they started a war with white men, and they fucked up because white men love war, and we've been starting wars about nothing for thousands of years. And then in the last couple of years, like, the Democrats and the women are getting mad at white men, and we're like, okay, I love war. Let's fucking go. They did Handmaiden's Tale, and everybody's dressing like that, and they're mad. And then they had the pussy hat soon after that, and the women were mad. But the men continued to be in charge, so there's been a reaction. Like women never got power. They were just like, we're gonna have a woman. She's gonna get it.
It's almost like that's never gonna happen.
Because they fucking punked a beehive of white dudes that love war.
Okay, so here's the thing: these women after the election were like, we're not gonna give pussy anymore because of the new president. And I heard this, and I was like, I thought they were already doing that.
I didn't even know that they said they were going to do that.
I thought they were just already not.
I don't listen to what they have to say.
Oh no, you took my $0.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Don't threaten me with the same time I'm already having. Yeah, they started a war with basically what is the ultimate white dude, and all the white dudes in America were like, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Get in the truck and get your guns. And they went and voted with their guns and scared people.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm happy with the most ridiculous timeline. I knew whatever's the most shitty thing that's going to happen is usually what happens. So we all should have expected this.
All I'm gonna say is, I feel like we shouldn't be doing all this election stuff so far after the election.
I like when everybody goes, "You're getting what you deserve. America deserves this." I didn't do anything. Why do I deserve? Why did we deserve this?
I mean,
anything bad?
Yeah, we deserve this. Fuck yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Now we're
Four
don't know
more
what's going
years.
on.
4 more years.
Dude, I
Eric voted for Trump.
did.
It doesn't matter because my president is Audrey Scott, and she won actually, and they stole it from her, and they're going to recount, and they're going to realize, and she's actually in the deep state.
Well,
right there.
Eric wants everybody that looks like him to be deported back to Mexico.
Immediately.
Yeah, I just
for
want
him.
people to mow their own lawns again. I'm sick of it.
Make America mow its own lawn again. Hey.
Jobs for
Sorry.
citizens.
I want white people to mow their own lawns again. I'm sick of it.
All right, get out of here. Get out.
They wave at each other. No, white dudes don't wave. They go like this.
You guys are pissed.
Like
You're
you're
like,
all
but I
in
had,
the fucking army. White dudes with boats are like, how you doing?
like, but I was
Who
gonna
the
pay
fuck
you.
Do y'all think you're an admiral?
Like, I can't Zig Heil, so I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, we're not. It's really close. You
We
just
do a little
go
miniature
further.
version of it with my fingers.
Just a half Zig Heil and then bring it back safely.
I'm surprised 4chan hasn't done that. They haven't turned the salute into like a secret Nazi salute or
Dude,
whatever.
there's been a ton of secret Nazi stuff. As soon as Jake Paul won, he put a red hat on. The Irish girl won the girl boxing thing, even though the Puerto Rican girl beat the shit out of her.
Yeah.
But then the Puerto Rican girl was talking, and I couldn't hear her because she had grown a new mouth on her. Did you guys watch the fights?
Mm-mm.
This lady got hit in the eye so many times that it opened up. And
Yeah,
it was
like
just
over
a
her,
whole
like her
vagina.
eyebrow was just like, like a
You think I
huge
can
cut,
fit my
yeah.
entire
Every time she
cock in
moved
there?
her head, yeah, you fit half of it.
Dude, I fell into a food coma in the middle of the first fight.
Same, yeah.
So-
Netflix wasn't working. I was like,
I'm not even kidding. I did, and I woke up during the Tyson fight in like the 6th round.
It was
The
boring
sixth-
as shit.
and then I fell back
Yeah.
asleep during the Tyson fight. I was like, this fucking sucks.
I was like, no.
I choked on the cock I was sucking and almost died.
I just died on your cock tonight.
Just died in your ass
Must have
tonight.
been something you spermed.
Must have been something you ate.
Sorry, you're the singer. You can.
Oh, whoa.
Just keep going all
You
harmonized.
guys suck. Singing.
Died in your
Oh,
ass
the whole women's
tonight.
boxing thing during the Tyson Paul fight, they were like, "This, they're co-headliners. This is a co-feature event, and we're making herstory." This dude kept saying, "We're making
God,
herstory."
yeah, he did keep saying
And
that.
I've
Like, stop
never
saying
heard
that
of
crap.
either one of those girls, and
Yeah.
they're just, but it's so pandering. Like, let the patting the little girls on the head.
Was he
like,
really
you guys-
saying that?
Yeah, he kept saying her story, and I'm like, you know, Kamala Harris lost, right? We don't have to do this shit anymore.
Yeah,
You guys are
what
doing
is-
good. You guys are
Yeah.
doing a great job.
Yeah.
Really proud of you
Hey,
guys.
It's also like a
Maybe he
bad
just-
way to like. There's a better way to say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe he just watched a whole bunch of Medea movies.
right.
And that's just how he talks now.
Her story. Yeah,
He's spending a lot
We
of
make
time
it
on-
herstory.
But
I
it-
like the way I do
it-
it right there.
but that chick
Hers
fight
in
was
my
a really awesome fight. They beat the shit out of each
I love it
other.
when
Yeah.
Really?
chicks either fight or make out. Either
Dude,
way.
they got out of bed too. That was cool. I can't believe they showed up. They did anything at all, really.
Oh my god.
I like watching chicks fight because, like, what if they
A little bit late. A little bit late.
what if they rip each other's clothes off? You know,
Yeah. There's always a rape fantasy.
It's the only legal
I
way
mean,
to
that's
watch
how
a
I felt
woman
when
get
Mike
the shit
Tyson was
beat
fighting
out of her.
Jake Paul. I was like, he's gonna fucking rape that little white
Dude,
boy.
what if he sucks his little white dick?
I'm gonna suck that white.
Come here, give me your penis.
I showed my ass on Netflix earlier, so you would see it.
I'm gonna suck your wiener.
Now kiss. The one thing cool about having boxing on Netflix is they kept saying "fuck," like the corner guys and the announcers.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
You gotta fucking get up there on him.
They didn't edit out any of the
Yeah.
fucks, and I was like, "Damn, we're not in church anymore."
Yeah,
now.
they didn't edit out Mike Tyson's butt either. Did y'all see
Yeah.
that like he just turned around and walked away
Yeah.
from the camera with his
Dude,
butt
I've
out?
jerked off to that so many times.
Look at my ass. They,
My ass
humbling.
cheeks. I can make it clap. Listen.
I guess we used to have pay-per-view fights. Did you ever do pay-per-view when you were little for fights?
I used to I was too little to know what was going on. I was always at the family events. They were doing that. They
Yeah.
were watching boxing, and I was just like, I want to play Kingdom Hearts.
Hell yeah, we should stream Kingdom Hearts.
We
Yeah,
did,
that-
we did pay-per-view for WWE a
Yeah.
couple times. We did some wrestling pay-per-view.
No, we bought the Holyfield
WrestleMania.
fight. We split it. All my friends split it.
I did some
Everything.
pay-per-view on OnlyFans.
Paid per view.
for several views.
Yeah.
Can't you just screen record and then have it forever?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing
Just
stopping
like
you.
putting the
Maybe,
VCR on,
yeah.
taping the Spice Channel for the sample
I
month.
don't know.
I got
OnlyFans was real hit or miss because they would be like, here, buy this. It's the thing, and then it might not even be her. There's no recourse. If
Is
you
that
have,
cheating?
a
You're
shitty-
giving another girl money.
Huh?
Is that cheating? You're giving another girl money.
I don't do that anymore.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about a long time ago, Heath.
I deleted my OnlyFans a while ago.
Haven't you been a serial monogamist? You had a girlfriend a long time ago, didn't you?
Yeah?
Were you watching OnlyFans when you were with her?
No, there wasn't OnlyFans.
She was cheating on you anyway. So it's equal.
She was cheating on me, at least emotionally. Possibly with her mouth.
Do you guys like Maria Bamford?
Love her.
She did that sanctimonious reasons for leaving Twitter announcement on the way out the door. Here's my ass going out the door. There's a bunch of people quitting Twitter and going, everyone look, now I'm going out of this. Now, I'm taking a break from social media, and I want everybody to know because I'm too good for this platform.
They'll be back. They can't. It's the conflict. They're not going to get the conflict over on Blue Sky. Their little hug box.
Well, she's mentally ill, so I'll give her a pass.
Mm-hmm. Just like I like them. Mentally ill in the head, mentally ill in the bed. I'm announcing that I'm not using my toaster anymore because I heard they're made by Slavic child laborers. So I want everyone to know how good I am. This is my signal of how virtuous I am.
You're not using what?
Toasters.
What about toaster ovens?
What if?
Just Twitter's an appliance. Everybody
about-
uses it.
what
You don't
about your
it's
air
like people
fryer?
go, I don't watch TV. I'm not using Twitter. I'm not going to touch the microwave anymore.
I made a Twitter account like a month ago because I
Mhm.
was trying to find porn on there.
You were like, why is there only one X?
I couldn't.
I need
find,
two more
I
X's.
couldn't find it. So
Where's the second and third X?
I've literally never had a Twitter.
Dude, I'm quitting Twitter because I'm stuck in a loop. It won't let
get
me
it.
log in anymore.
Is it porn?
No, I log in and it goes badoop, 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 badoop.
I heard there's a lot of good porn on Twitter, and I couldn't find it.
I get a Twitter every time I step around a corner because I'm uncircumcised.
Ooh.
A little pants Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a Twitter. Do you think goosebumps are just like a million little skin boners?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the same thing, basically. It's your exterior feeling good, excited.
I had a bit that didn't
Oh,
work
that's
about
true.
geese. Like I hate geese and their bumps. Get your bumps off my skin, goose.
I don't want to be bumpy.
Nobody liked it.
Stop
They were
it.
like, I guess it just hits too close to home.
What's your most recent porn search?
My most recent porn search,
Yeah, what's your thing right now?
BBW POV.
God damn, barbecue
take
WTF.
That's what I get.
ASAP.
That's what I do most of the time.
What
That's
did
my
you say?
go-to.
BBQ, WTF, ASAP, BBW, it's POV.
It's either PAWG POV or BBW POV.
They can both go together.
Depending
I know
on-
BBC PAWG.
No, I like a white guy because I like to. I like to imagine myself.
I don't want goosebumps.
I don't want to. I'm
want to
sorry.
feel bad
I don't
about
have
my
it.
penis.
I like to imagine myself like doing that.
Yeah.
And you can't do it if it's a giant black dick.
If it's a huge cock, I
Yeah.
can't.
There's ones with
Imagine
dudes'
myself.
names. Do you
That's
ever
the
end
best
up-
part. I don't even
It's
understand.
not even the race. I can't imagine. I can be like, okay, I have a tan. That's not a big deal. It's just it's too fucking big.
I'm wearing a black dude suit.
She's like, oh my god, your dick
Pants.
is so big and wide, and I'm like, I can't. No one's ever said that to me.
What is this, sci-fi? What is this, Avatar? It's not realistic.
Oh my God, you have a long, wide penis. It feels so good in my vag. I can't. It makes me feel uncomfortable. It doesn't make me feel good.
That's why POV is good, because there's no dudes involved.
I guess you're right.
Do you prefer the POV when they pan down to the penetration, or do they show just the chest up?
Because
there's that one, the O-face one. Agony. Beautiful agony.
I like it. I like to, the back shot, obviously, classic. But if it's missionary, just back and forth. Don't spend too much time just on the. I like to see some face too.
It must be nice to have an abbreviation, because I don't know how to fucking abbreviate what I like. I like when the girl's playing with herself and sucking dick and going, That's not. There's no B-O-B-D-O for that.
I just browse until
Fingering
I find a
blowjob.
specific girl that I like, and then I search for that girl to see all the other things that she's done.
romantic
And
guy.
when he says that, he's not talking about on the
trying to
internet.
fall in
He's
love.
talking about her house.
Yeah, I'm talking about doxing her, finding her address.
Donnie's trying to come off as a romantic, but he's actually just illiterate. He's like, I look at the picture and I like to see the face on it.
I always
your
search
search? I don't type
woman,
on the
huge
words.
cock. What's your speaking of huge cocks, what's your most recent porn search?
Let me think. I stopped. This is
Deported
annoying.
child.
I stopped watching porn like a month ago.
Dang, you're such a
Do you
pure
know
boy.
not
You don't
November?
drink?
Do you know not November?
Didn't do it on purpose. I just I was just watching it too much.
So you must have a
I gotta stop. I gotta take a break.
Oh,
What's the
heifer.
last
Yeah,
tolerance
What's
break.
the last thing you put in your
Yeah,
spank
you have
bank
an old
then?
heifer you remember from your wanking days?
Do what?
You have an old heifer you remember from your wanking days back in the month
Yeah.
ago?
The
That was the
reason
old me. I'm a new man now.
The reason I could tell is there was this girl that I blocked who was like crazy that I messed around with once, and like in the
You
middle of
constantly
watching
cranking
porn,
it
I
to
was
her.
like thinking I should unblock her and like send her a text. She's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Future Eric
But I was
came
like,
back from the future and was like,
She could
"Don't
be
do
fucking your nuts.
I mean, we could mess
that.
around.
Mentally ill in the head, mentally ill in the bed."
Fuck my balls, baby, is what I say whenever we.
It'd be funny to watch
What was
her
I
girl
looking
make
up?
a Maria Bamford squirrely face when you say, "How am I gonna fuck
What's the
your
last girl you
balls?"
put in your spank bank?
That ex
My spank
is just
bank.
talking about. The one
Mine
you're thinking
was
about
Donnie.
unblocking.
What is a spank bank? Is that the last person you had sex with?
Yeah,
No,
what's his name?
It's the person that you jerked off to,
Oh,
not in porn. Somebody that you met in real life.
somebody that I met in real life. Is that really what it is?
Yeah, spank
The
bank.
Imagination Station.
Yeah.
Take a choo-choo stop.
Imagination
Choo
Station.
choo.
How did man, these edibles had to kick in at the worst spot. How can I not think of?
I noticed that right when I got to the porn.
I like
part.
how you're like,
I'm
oh, I
"Fuck."
can't think of something
No,
that might be possibly
No,
embarrassing.
really, because I've switched my game up so much recently. It's kind of like I don't really have like a set thing. Lately, I'm doing funny shit, dude. I'm getting on Google and I'm like, lingerie pretty
Nice.
model, because I'm just like trying to get
LARPing as
anything
a
that's not
12-year-old?
porn.
Yeah.
You just look up porn.
LARPing as a 10-year-old that just found the
What was the last
internet.
time you spank banked?
Tit.com.
No, it takes me to
Huh?
like.
What's the last person y'all spank banked to?
The Imagination Station, she's still there.
Yes,
I left
it
her
was-
behind at the old station. She probably got dysentery now.
Oh, I was looking at hentai. That was the last thing I was looking at.
I have a
Anime
go-to
girl.
one. There was a girl at Home Depot right after I got married, fucking 15 years ago. She was a black girl. She had no bra on.
Ooh.
She was working at Home Depot over like it was her bitch. She knew where all the tools were. And her tits were jiggling around under her. She had a Misfits shirt on that was all ripped.
Nice.
And I was like, damn, this is heavy.
Damn, I'm.
My hand
Oh, I can't lift my arm.
can't even pick up any tools.
I've reached such a deep level of hopelessness that I don't even.
He doesn't have a girl. He doesn't
I
have a
don't
real
even.
girl.
I don't even fantasize about real life women anymore.
That's the worst thing that's ever happened to me in bed. A girl, I was about to come and she was like trying to stop me from coming, and she was like, "Oh, think about your grandma," but it was too late. I was already coming.
And you started thinking about your grandma while you were coming.
While I was looking at
Oh my God, it's even better.
and I was like, "Damn it! Now that's there. Now that's there forever." That was the worst thing. The best thing was I was banging this girl. And
Don't
she was
think about your grandma. Think about just horrible like car accidents and shit.
blood
So-
coming out of the shower.
Yeah.
I used to think of a brick wall.
A brick wall? That's not bad.
Yeah, I always like every time I was like trying not to come, I'd be thinking of a brick wall. Like, just
I flexed
nothing
my-
hot about that.
I just think about
Fucking
Or it is
stupid.
there. Oh.
How do you make a boner go away in church?
You ejaculate and pull out of the little boy.
Slap it.
They're supposed to. I would flex my shins just to get the blood somewhere else.
Oh yeah, if you flex your thighs.
So you can tell the service is going to end. They're like, ladies and gentlemen, they start doing the announcements. You're like, fuck, I got to get rid of this boner.
Just
You can
tell
flick
just
it.
Tell it that it's sinning.
You can flick it, but people can see you flicking it.
Just drop a
It
Bible.
works though.
Drop
you
a
flick
whole
the top
big,
of your
the hymnal.
wiener.
Just drop the hymnal on it.
I've heard too. All you got to do is like that tensing up.
I just
Come inside
rub. I
yourself.
just rub it until stuff comes out.
Pretend you're taking a shit.
That's how you get rid of a boner.
That's how you
It's
get
the
rid
Holy
of a boner.
Ghost. It's Reverend, I'm sorry.
That's ectoplasm from the Holy Ghost.
It's from the soul. That's where girls squirt from. It's not a real place. So apparently Trump fell below 50% of the popular vote. And my favorite comment I read about it was, this is going to be really comforting to the mole people living in the ruins of the western land mass known as the Forbidden Zone. Because everyone's dooming about this is going to be apocalypse now. So who cares?
I thought Kamala lost the popular vote
I don't know
too.
why they're even still
Well,
counting.
he
She
won.
was a slam
He
dunk.
won them. He got more votes than her, but he did not get over 50% of all the votes.
Oh, okay.
So more people voted for not Donald Trump than voted for Donald Trump.
Do you guys want to play Is This Racist?
Oh.
Yes.
Is this racist?
Yes.
I feel more comfortable around black people at work than white people.
Yes, it's racist.
Because I can be casual and cool.
It's It's called being a racist.
They're not going to be
traitor.
like a HR robot. Like all the white people I know at work are like, actually, that's not in the policy manual. And black people are like, man, I'm
Who
keeping
gives
all
a
the
shit?
vibranium in my pussy. This is Wakanda Sykes. Yeah, I don't know why they're even still counting the votes.
That's Josh's new character, Wakanda Sykes.
Yeah, she's
He
like,
does that on
man,
stage.
I'm hiding the vibranium in my pussy. Man. Do you guys don't feel more comfortable around black people at work than white people?
I don't ever feel comfortable around any non-whites.
Okay.
Sorry.
They can get you.
All the guys I work
I'm
with
sorry.
are.
Same reason you don't watch porn with a dick in it, because you have a rape fantasy. I don't like being around black guys. I'm scared. You gotta hold my hand.
I don't
You
like
kinda
being
rem-
around people with bigger dicks than me, so I'm just uncomfortable all the time.
Doesn't like to watch them in porn.
We're
Doesn't
We're
like to
living in
work
the world
with
as a
them.
black woman.
You reminded me of a phase that I had when I was like, there was a point in my life where I was like, I don't know, I was like a very annoying keyboard warrior liberal, if you
Okay.
will.
Yeah.
And at this same time in
Actually,
my life,
you can't be racist against white people.
yeah, exactly, yeah,
Yeah.
speaking my language. No, at the time I remember I was watching a lot of porn, a lot of black on white porn.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like a part of there was a part of me that was like,
Othello.
yeah. Well, the thing is, I was like, yeah, getting it back. But then it was like, getting what back? This should just be something you accept. It's like, oh, you're more. Anyway,
It's the Othello of porn. Black on white. And it flips it
They've
over.
been doing that since Shakespeare. What are you talking about? Yeah.
We're playing Othello.
I just,
For the longest time, I felt like the algorithm was trying to force more interracial porn into like everything it showed me.
Stop shoving
Really?
these black dicks
Yeah,
in my face.
I was like, this is an agenda. This is something is happening here.
There's a black dick agenda.
There's some type
Disney
of
bought you
replacement
porn.
going along.
God, can
Yeah.
I just watch incest porn like a normal American?
I can't believe that's really her brother if he's black and she's white.
Of course, there's a black dick agenda online. Remember COVID? Everybody sent each other that picture of the dude sitting on the bed.
Yeah.
That was the Republicans, man. They have an agenda. They have a black dick agenda. They're trying to shove it down my throat, and I don't appreciate it. They're trying to
Stop
rub my
shoving
face.
your black dick down my throat.
And there's lesbians running Star Wars. They're trying to rub my face in their pussies with their lesbian Star Wars. Now that's gone. Now they're gone. Thanks, Trump. Big MAGA. Hell yeah. Star Wars is gonna be cool again.
No more Star
Oh,
Wars.
They took Star Wars away
I
from the
took
lesbians.
Star Wars to put in my pussy.
Hey, man, what kind of Jedi you think?
Star Wars is gonna get like really like it's gonna go completely the other way.
The Dukes of Hoth.
Yeah, they're just gonna start saying wild shit.
Yeah.
The rebel yell. They're already rebels. Yeehaw.
Jabba cusses now.
That fucking bitch. Put the bikini on, bitch. Yes.
It just says the N-word. What the?
He didn't actually die at the end. He was coming the whole time when she was choking him. He's like, that's good.
Dude, we're probably gonna get a movie where like Jabba. We're gonna have like one of those like villain movies, but it's about how like Jabba was a good guy.
Actually, he's a lesbian.
Yeah, that's how they've been making movies for like the past 10 years. It's like
Yeah.
if there's a girl bad guy, it's actually not her fault, and it was because some man made her a bad guy or something
Yeah.
like that.
I think
They've done that with every single since what was the first one where they did that? Was that Maleficent?
Yeah,
The one with
Maleficent.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Ever since then, I think they did it with Cruella de Vil. They did it with a bunch of different Star Wars. Well, I guess the original version of that was Wicked, right? Because
Just listed off my porn search. Cruella de Vil, Agatha the Witch,
Cruella de Vil fucking a domain.
Respect. It's a
Domain.
good
Maleficent,
yeah,
It's a good list.
cosplay, POV.
but
it's a
I
goth
could probably
chicks as
deal
well.
with a Dalmatian fucking Cruella de Vil because it's like a black and white.
she got done 101 times.
A little bit.
The Othello.
pretty
One above
interracial.
the other, yeah.
I'd stop shoving dog dicks down my throat. I'm a Christian.
I put your Dalmatians in my pussy.
Man, what kind of Dalmatian is this? So, yeah, Trump confirmed plans today to declare national emergency, whatever, for mass deportations, which they already said he was going to do it, and then he said he was going to do it. So does that, like, really mean he's not going to do it?
I'll miss you,
Because
Erik.
everything he says he's going to do, he doesn't happen.
What's going to happen? Can I be honest with you guys?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get any news.
Yeah, they're coming to Wakanda. They're going to hide all the vibranium in their pussy.
First of all,
I like curated my like everything to like not send me any news, so I
Nice.
don't get anything.
Teach
Oh,
me
that's
your
awesome.
ways.
Yeah.
I need you to e-trade my feed.
But I have to like find out about everything like a week after.
That's probably the best way to do it because that's how they used to do it. Back 100 years ago, you wouldn't find out what happened until finally the horse got to you or whatever.
It's like I find out from comics,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, I better look this up for myself.
Somebody said something on stage, you're like, oh.
So they're doing a mass deport. What was the news?
So
They're
Trump's,
not going to do anything.
well,
They're talking shit.
he promised that he was going to deport like 12 million people
Mm-hmm.
because there are apparently like 11 or 12 million illegal immigrants or whatever
Jews.
in America. Mexicans, that's what
Spartans.
it is. He just
I
doesn't,
hate Spartans.
he just doesn't like anybody with brown skin. He wants to get, because he calls them shithole countries, and he's mad about everybody coming up the southern border. He's not mad about the Swedish people who overstayed their visas because they flew in. He's not
I
mad
love
about
the
them at
Irish
all.
girl that beat up the Puerto Rican lady. Love her.
But he says he's going to deport every illegal immigrant, and that's like 12 million people. And now he's saying that he's going to declare a national emergency, and he's going to engage the National Guard and the military, and they're going to basically put all of them in camps as they process them to send them back to where they came from.
He's going to make them get engaged to each other. He's
That
going to make the
sounds-
Where are they
National
gonna-
Guard get engaged to the military.
This sounds completely reasonable.
They're going to have gay sex.
Are they just gonna like put like chicken wire around all of South Austin, or like how do they plan to catch these?
Probably to punish us for being so liberal.
There's already chicken wire around South Austin.
That's anybody that typed the word Latinx into anything. They're
Yeah.
coming for your ass.
I'd
Latinx.
take those people, please. Deport them first, and then, even if they're
I'm a
American
proud
citizens.
Latinx trans.
That's been a red flag word for the DEA.
We are a proud Latinx trans.
That sounds like a cool toy. Hey, kids, get the new Latinx trans. Turns into a leopard.
They're just gonna open up Tyson plants outside of every major city, and then they'll just ship the entire plant whenever they're in the middle of their shift.
Yeah, you get deported back and forth. You're getting reported
But
and then deported.
What's going to happen is that it's going to be really way harder than he thought, and he's going to give up.
Yeah.
And he's going to get mad at the people that he put in charge of it. He's going to fire them, and he's going to replace them with somebody even shittier, and nothing's going to happen. And then he's going to say that he did it, and all the people who love him are going to believe it no matter what. So, but he kept his promise. He deported all the illegals, and he deported like 12. It's not going to happen.
He's turning into a McDonald's French fry.
I think he's
thing.
going to go full Biden.
Yeah.
He's already.
He can't do stairs, ramps. He had a hard time with the water.
He's like
That's a good
people
out.
act like how fucked
I'm
up-
retarded.
What?
Like,
I don't feel good.
the only reason
I
like
didn't say that.
they don't think he's just as like senile as Biden is because he says funny shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's funnier. He's got better timing.
He says wild shit, he's funny.
He's on the decline.
Grandpa always says
2 years
funny
in,
stuff.
2 years in, he's gonna be like, I don't care for the blacks.
Yeah,
And-
Grandpa's racist when he's got dementia.
Yeah, he's just gonna
That's
be
across the board.
saying Biden shit. He's like, he's gonna be like, you're a Cracker Jack.
Yeah,
You're
You're a cracker.
you're a
Jack.
Cracker Jack, and he's
It's
gonna
true. It's true.
he's a Thanksgiving uncle, and now he's going to be a deathbed grandpa racist. I never liked them. They're stinky. What does it say on
the
the
island.
Statue of Liberty? What does her thing say? Give me your
You're tired, you're poor,
Yeah,
you're
Give me your
hungry,
horny,
you're horny.
your rapists, your murderers.
that's just the all wives. America's made of wives. I'm tired. I'm poor.
Give me all your cum.
Give me your worst.
Give me
Don't send your best.
Give me all the cum in your balls. I think is what it says.
It worked. It worked good for 250 years, from 1776 to now. It was pretty good.
I was looking too. Isn't the Statue of Liberty like? Wasn't that? I heard on a podcast. Wasn't someone saying it's like a dude?
No, it was a famous French whore.
Why does she have so many damn blankets all over everything?
Where did I hear that?
Whores are naked.
Well, the French.
You're not a very good whore.
She was originally going to
Quilts.
be in a Princess Leia bikini, but they knew that it was coming to America.
Jamahoe.
We're not so cool with that. So, yeah.
Frances Luthi. Chamahuki.
Give me all your little cummies.
We need to replace that Statue of Liberty with a big old fat bitch. Lizzo.
Yeah.
We need a Lizzo Chrome.
Yeah, I need a Lizzo one.
Chrome Lizzo.
You know, I don't like all the Lizzo. Like, there's other
Chrome
fat
Lizzo.
women.
Huh?
I don't like that Lizzo is the de facto fat woman now.
Yeah, but which other ones are as funny?
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
and
know.
also which ones have been like, because the reason that everybody talks about Lizzo being fat is because of how like shoved in every I'm so proud of myself. I'm gonna be big fat and love myself and all that. It's like, okay, well then you're fat and you're the fat woman now. You are what everybody thinks of when they're a fat woman. Congratulations, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Whenever I think of want to make a fat joke about just who's a fat woman. Oh, Lizzo. Okay, we
And
do
now
that,
when
right?
someone's proud, we're like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
what about your leader, Lizzo? No matter what a fat person has to say, I don't know.
Yeah.
We were doing Stomp,
Could be
Clap, Hey, Skid Row songs last night. You like Stomp, Clap, Hey music? Hey.
No.
I don't like it either. It's the new folk.
What?
What is it? Stomp, Clap, Hey music?
What's that?
Folk me.
Hey.
Like the Lumineers. Like, but of course,
Yeah.
that's like 15
Fleet
years
Fox.
ago already. Like
Kind of
Yeah,
Fleet
that already,
Fox.
like-
that's the problem. The problem is that the older you get, you still think things are current, but they're like 15 years ago.
Y'all ever
It's
heard
really
of
hard.
Pogs and
Like
Power
the whoa,
Rangers?
whoa, whoa music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, I don't even know what things are right now. I still feel like it's. I still feel like it's 2019.
Hey, fidget
Yeah.
spinners were 8 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Fidget
You ever
spinners
put
were
one on your
before
toe?
all that. Yeah.
I could put one
Yeah.
on my toe.
I don't know. You're 31 though. You probably still are in that thing where you kind of like time doesn't feel like it has no meaning, but you'll
You
get
quit
there.
drinking so you don't have hangovers with which to
You're
gauge how
doomed,
shitty your body
Erik.
is.
Yeah.
After
that's-
30, hangovers kicked my ass.
I was starting
Cooked.
to. I
Yeah.
stopped at 27, and I was starting to feel it then that like it would hurt more the next day.
You remember in your 20s you get hangover and you're like, look at some saltines and ginger ale.
Yeah.
Tell my girlfriend to stop at 7-Eleven. Let's watch Lord of the Rings.
As long
It's
as
a
I got
joke.
8 hours of sleep, I would never have a hangover
Yeah, it
until I
shouldn't
was
even matter.
31, basically.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the hangover started.
It's
I would
an
get hangovers.
existential crisis now. What have I done with my life? This is a horrifying nightmare.
I never
Like,
got
yep.
hangovers until I was 30, and I would literally get a hangover 3 beers in.
Just during the evening,
I would
you're
start
drinking?
getting a headache in
Yeah.
my 3rd beer.
Dude, I'm like, it sounds crazy, but I feel like this whenever I go ham on sugar. I ate a fucking bag of Skittles the next day. I'm sick. Like my stomach just hurts all
I
day.
thought you were actually putting ham on sugar. I was like, you're a Virginia boy
that's a
like
good
myself.
idea.
Honey ham.
Honey, ham,
Ham on
shower
sugar.
Skittles. You're fucking with something.
Did you ever put a Jolly
In ham?
Rancher in the Sprite?
What's up?
Did you ever put a Jolly Rancher in your Sprite?
Yeah,
Which one?
pink
Apple, dude.
You ever,
watermelon.
put
Sprite.
a, you ever put a Jolly Rancher in your mouth to make the pussy not smell so bad, taste so bad?
Man, I'm hiding all the Jolly Ranchers in my pussy.
Not yet, but good fix.
Just put a grape one in there just to keep it from,
Mm-hmm.
My son hadn't heard Lacist yet today, so I was like, "You're a Lacist." He was doing some Chinese video game, and I was like, "That's Lacist." He was like, "What are you saying?" And I was like, "Chinese have the R's and L's mixed up." So they don't say racist, they say lacist. And he was like, is it both ways? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, so they tie their shoe racist? I was like, damn, Doogie Howser.
That's pretty good.
He's already funnier than you.
It's like Indian guys. They say blather.
I've actually stolen
Hello,
every
blather.
joke from my children.
Yes, my blather.
Did you watch Dune? Did anybody watch Dune?
Stay torta.
You did? What'd you think?
Hey,
It was good.
the movie?
No, the show.
You mean
from last
Dunk?
night.
It sounds crazy. I was more entertained by. I didn't know anything about Dune, and the first one was just fun. I liked finding out about it. I know everybody said it was boring, but I had a good time.
Did you watch the show last night?
Dune,
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
It's a show now.
There's a Dune
Yeah.
show on HBO right now.
What?
Josh just drinks from the slop.
Yeah, I watch
sludge
everything.
pipe. No, like I did not
can't
watch
believe-
it.
I hadn't even heard people talk
Donnie
about
doesn't
it.
like anything that's not on vinyl.
Right.
It's the
I liked it
sisterhood.
before it was
The
popular.
Bene Gesserit sisters. That's how they form. And they have the voice. They have like the force, but they yell. It's basically just women being a bitch and yelling.
Is this
They're like,
Marvel
"Stop it!"
movie on
And then you have
vinyl?
to freeze.
Oh, it's like Dune for chicks.
Yeah.
It's I think what happened is that they were like the Dune movies were good and people liked them and they made money, so let's make a Dune
These are the
TV
Dunes
show
right here. I like
because it looks the
big
same as the
dunes.
Dune.
I like
as
a
the Dune
girl
tree.
with some big
Sagged.
old saggy dunes.
Bags of
I
sand.
like to stick my face between the dunes
I'm the
and
sand
make a
worm.
motorboat sound.
I'm the worm. I'm the sandworm. Who likes a sandworm? I'm the sand-
I'm surprised I didn't get that at all in my algorithm.
No, they did. The witch with the biggest dumpers on the show was like in charge.
I want to shoot a load
She
of
had
cum
undeniable
between your
boobs.
dunes.
I'll be done with the show tonight.
Are you gonna watch it?
No.
That's pretty good.
You'll just be done with it.
They have a club
I'm
scene
so done
and they
with
do
this.
drugs in the club. It's very not Dune. I watched Oblivion today. Do you
That's
guys
not
remember
very
that?
Dune of you. That's gonna be our instead of Cash Money. We'll say it's not very Dune of you.
Dunes. The fucking big dunes.
Dude, she's got some dunes on her, don't she?
I'm gonna get my sandworm.
My sandworm.
I'm gonna go between the dunes.
That's
Oblivion,
the boobies.
2013, Tom Cruise. Did anybody watch it?
Yeah, I watched it and I was like, I liked that movie better when it was Wall-E and Independence Day and like it was
Moon.
like 5 different movies put together.
Yeah.
Like and I was like, yeah, that
Oblivion.
and because of that, I didn't go see Edge of Tomorrow, which I should have seen instead because
Oh, that was
like,
pretty cool.
this is going to be like another like rip-off lame movie like Oblivion, but it was actually pretty cool.
I'll edge of tomorrow if I can see your dunes. Gonna edge me till tomorrow.
I've got a case of the Goonies. Who's a Goonie? I'm on the edge. and I'm a
Goonies never
Goonie.
say die.
Yeah.
Goonies never say jizz.
Goonies edge and never say come.
I watched The Goonies like a month ago.
It's a good movie. It's
Does
classic.
anybody else just
I
like
watched
watch
about
stuff from
15
your
minutes of
childhood?
it.
You're just
Yeah.
trying to relive
Yeah,
something.
I just watched Hook.
Oh, I like
because
that movie.
I loved Hook when I was a kid. It's not looking back on it, it's not one of his better
Mm.
movies, but I loved it. I mean, I watched
Yeah.
it over and over and over. So I was
I've
like,
been
I haven't
playing-
watched Hook in a long
I've been
time.
playing
Yeah.
Pokemon Red,
There you go.
and that was the first Pokemon game I ever played.
Wasn't that like the original Game Boy Pokemon?
Yes.
Nice.
I
You listen to
loved
the
it.
Beatles while you play?
Sometimes.
Are you still going through that whole catalog at work?
Sometimes, yeah. I've been kind of listening to more like my favorite ones out of there.
You can give me a list. What's the top 5?
Beatles songs.
Yeah.
As my guitar.
Josh was quizzical. Studied metaphysical science. I'm quizzical.
Anyway,
Singing a
I thought
Beatles
you asked
song.
me a question you wanted me to
Yeah,
answer.
sorry. Go ahead. Top 5.
I don't know. It kind of changes, but lately it's been Blackbird. I like Blackbird a lot. As my guitar gently weeps. Rocky Raccoon.
Oh, that's a good song.
I feel like they started making it as a joke, and they're like, "Let's make an actual song."
They just got acid then. When it came
Ticket
out.
to Ride.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I like Ticket to Ride a lot. Is that
I like
four?
Run for Your Life.
Run
yeah.
for Your Life.
Yeah, it's basically
Kill his world.
it's basically that they ended an album with John Lennon threatening that if he sees this woman with another man, he will murder her.
You're gonna be dead, little girl.
Yeah, catch you with another man. That's the end, little girl. Yeah, it's like he's literally like, I will. If they ended a
So it's a
Beatles album, with, I
euphemism.
will murder you.
We were just kidding. It was this hashtag satire Beatles song.
I'd rather see you dead, little girl, than to be with another man.
That's good.
Better watch your head, little girl, or I won't know where I am. It's like I'll go so crazy, I'll just murder you. You better run for your life if you can, little girl.
Dude,
Hide your
same,
head in the
bro.
sand, little girl. Catch you with another man. That's the end, little girl. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
What would you put as your top 5, Eric?
A couple of those are in there. Rocky Raccoon is in there. Now I'm gonna sound like I don't know any Beatles songs. I like a lot of the weird ones. Like I liked like Octopus's Garden and
Octopus Garden's
Yeah.
great.
Obla Di Obla Da was really good too.
yeah, I like Obla Di Obla Da as well. I learned that one on bass.
I like the more tongue-in-cheek stuff. Did you ever look up my rap?
Yeah, I have it on my phone saved.
Did you
I
know
play
I'm
it
a
for my
rapist?
kids. They were like, "What the fuck is this
Did
bullshit?"
you know I'm a rapist?
You're a rapist.
I used to be a rapist.
Ray pissed. Raymond pissed.
I stopped rapping, but I
Why'd
used to
you
be
stop?
a rapist. Well, I never really started. My friend had an album and I did some like guest verses on it.
I thought you'd be like, "I never stopped. I'm flowing right now. This is rhymes. Just everything. So life. Beats, rhymes, and life."
Well, my name is Heath, and I'm here to say,
Boots and cats and boots and cats and keep going.
yeah.
Boots and cats and boots and cats.
Are you a Final Fantasy fan, Eric?
Yeah, I didn't finish 16 though.
I didn't either.
It didn't capture
I got to the end where I could end the game, and I just hadn't beaten it.
I keep doing that with a lot of games lately.
Yeah.
I get to the very end and I'm like, well, the part of me that needed to know what was going to happen is gone. Even if I can't beat the guy, I'm like, I know the end now. I'm good. It's like sad, but I don't.
Did you do 7 remake?
Yeah.
That's called
Both of
becoming
them?
an adult.
No, my roommate's playing the second one right now, and then he's going to let me play it after him.
The third one they're working on, and they're gonna have the fully explorable airship over map. That's what they're saying. They're not gonna take any shortcuts. They're gonna make it exactly like the last one with the boat, but with the airship.
So you just fly over the whole world. That'd be cool.
What do you think they're going to do after this? Because surely they're going to start remaking some of the others, right?
Lesbian Jabba the Hutt. Dunes.
Final Fantasy 69.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Final
bro.
Fantasy XXX.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't a Final Fantasy fan. I was a Fantasy Star fan.
Nice online.
Yes.
A Dreamcast.
I played it for GameCube.
Oh, okay.
Fantasy Star. I didn't know that one. I never played that.
It was Sega's RPG.
Yeah, it was awesome.
All the other ones were on Nintendo, and then Sega had
Mm.
Fantasy Star.
You guys are too young to ever have gotten the internet for the first time before there was no internet.
I remember. Like AOL Online.
Dude, I 100% remember the
Okay.
first time my aunt and uncle got a computer, and it had AOL. I didn't have a computer. I didn't have a computer until I graduated high school.
I don't remember where my dad got his computer, but we had one in like 2000, the early 2000s.
My grandpa was a old school computer guy, and he gave us like his old like 486 like DOS computer, and I'd play Family Feud and Leisure Suit Larry and the Land of the Lounge Lizards on
Ooh, Leisure Suit Larry.
it. Yeah, and then when I was in middle school, we got a Windows computer, and I finally played Rebel Assault 2, the Star Wars game.
Oh, that was
The Dukes of Hazzard.
that was
game.
great.
Yeah.
Rebel Assault. Yee-hoo! Merca.
They had like the top down, like where you like controlled like armies and stuff. There was good Star Wars games like that too.
I remember that one. Empire Assault.
Yes.
That was
a great
Warcraft.
game.
Do you guys like Jesselnick? Are you guys Jesselnick fans?
Yeah, I love Jesselnick.
Are you gonna watch the Netflix thing?
Fuck yeah. I'm like one of
He
those
looks
guys.
very stomp clap hey now. Hey. He's all got long hair and a mustache. Jesselnick. Hey.
That's probably yeah. He looks like that, but I bet that fucking would kill himself.
Yeah.
More like Jessel Dickhead.
Did you see his video of his Dane Cook impersonation back in the
Did
day?
you like that, Eric? Did you like that pun? That was a yes.
Anthony chokes on dicks.
No, I'm really excited for that special though.
It's been a while. It's been a couple years.
Yeah.
It's been
Been a while.
Was it dumpster fire at the hospital baby place?
Since
fire in the maternity ward.
Yes.
Fire in the maternity. That had to have been like 5 or 6 years
that
ago.
opening,
that
that
was like
opening
before
joke
COVID.
he did is one of my favorite jokes of all time.
Dumpster baby
when
in
he's
the
like,
hospital.
she's like, your son. She's like, you can't hang around my son anymore because he keeps saying these words around me, and he's like, well, did he call you a bitch? And she goes, no.
Did he call you?
Did he call you a cunt? No. Well, then he didn't hear it from me.
I liked how. Which one was it? Was it Thoughts and Prayers? The one where he ended it about like how basically he was like taking a stand against somebody trying to hurt
Against
him.
Comedy Central. Yeah.
Somebody trying to like if I ever say anything, I don't care if you come after me and want to kill me because of something I said.
Mm-hmm.
But if anybody ever comes out of after my friends or my family for things I've said, even better. And then he ends the episode or the special on that. I was like, that's so perfect.
I used to quote that to my friends all the time.
Yeah.
I remember like thinking that was like the edgiest shit I'd ever heard.
Yeah.
And like not really taking them as jokes. Like I was like, man, this guy's like fucking it's crazy, bro. Yeah, no,
Was that the one you were talking about all the time about the glass eye?
yes, I was just about to say it. And I think that's in Fire in the Maternity Ward. He has that joke about the little girl with the glass eye following him around.
What about Adam Ray? You guys like Adam Ray? He's got a thing tomorrow. His first
Yeah.
Netflix special's tomorrow, but he's not allowed to be himself.
I'm excited for that.
Huh? Yeah.
Man, I think his Dr. Phil is funny, but he's a funny comic, just like
It's
doing
both of them.
normal
It's
stand-up.
Dr. Phil and Dr. Phil.
It's like the real
Tomorrow
Dr. Phil
on
and
Netflix.
him.
Tomorrow on Netflix, one man, one desire.
Butthole.
I just watched him.
He couldn't kill as a normal comedian, so he had to dress up like Dr. Phil.
I think he has like other specials.
Yeah,
Like
he's
as
actually
Adam Ray.
really funny. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he needs to do.
Didn't we
the
see
whole
him drop in
shtick.
at Buzzmill or something?
Well, I think he
one
just.
night?
I think he does both. I don't think he's like not doing his regular thing. I
No,
think
he's
he
not.
just-
He quit. He only does Dr. Phil now.
Yeah, he dropped
Don't
in
talk
at
about things you don't know about here.
Buzzmill open mic.
I did the Buzzmill for the first time a few weeks ago.
Hey, that's a very stomp clap. Hey, coffee place.
Oh,
We got
yeah.
beer in the parking lot.
whoa.
Hey.
I just love that. Whenever we went and saw that show, it was co-hosted by the black dude and the chick, and because she was standing on stage co-hosting with a black dude, she started doing the code switching and talking black.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, I was like cringing the whole time she would
What's
talk.
up?
You better not do that around Mike
What's up,
Tyson. When you
player
get started
haters?
around Mike Tyson, you can't.
Who was
stop.
doing this?
It was what's her name? The one who wasn't she the one who said she was a stripper? So anyway, it was being
with the
co-hosted by a
stripper.
black guy and this female comedian,
Mm-hmm.
and she was just talking black,
That's
whenever
hilarious.
with him, like she was doing that around a black guy talking black. and I was just like, you
I
can't-
stuck the
oh.
microphone in my pussy.
Yeah.
She's like, damn.
Yeah, just basically doing that guy, and she was kind of talking like this. Like, you could tell she was getting that little affect.
This
going
next
with
When he's
comedian-
talking, she's like,
This next comedian that's coming up is real fucking funny. Give it.
God. Yeah, Josh and I have a friend who would
Give
do
it
that.
up for
Anytime-
trying
Kevin
too hard.
Hart.
I hate Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Start talking black anytime you're around a black person.
That
It's like,
bitch.
stop.
Whenever I talk to a black person, literally I talk exactly the same.
I talk like a plantation owner.
I'm like, I'll just be
hey,
like,
boy,
I'm like, just normal how I always talk. It's like, what's up, player?
hand.
Normal.
My coworker called old black guy's hand. At
What's
work,
up, my
like
N-word?
a yard hand.
He called him what?
Hand.
Like, ranch hand.
Yeah, ranch.
Farm
Yeah,
hand.
come on, hand.
Dude,
That was so rude.
Yeah, I used to know some guys that worked in the oil field, and they called everybody hand.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's what
I'm
they call
not
it
your
now.
fucking hand.
Yeah.
Come on,
All the
hand.
hands out
field.
there on the field.
that's racist.
Huh?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Depends which hand.
That's
It's
what I call
racist
my black
against-
friends, the oil field.
That's what I was trying. Oh, that's racist. Don't say that.
Like if all my black friends are standing in my yard,
Yeah.
If
I'm
it's
just
the
kidding.
left
There's-
hand.
I don't have enough friends to
Dude,
make
it sucks
an
because
oil
like I
field.
call everybody brother. I'm just like, what's up, brother? I say that all the time. but I regret it whenever I say it to a
I
black
call
person.
everybody the N-word, hard R.
Because I feel like, oh, he's gonna
Straight up.
think I said it only this time.
Yeah. Anytime I had like
on
black
sugar.
friends at work, or I worked with black people, I just talked black to them as a joke.
You know, I was telling a buddy of mine, Nikki. He's a younger black comic, and I was telling him about that, like the fact that people do that at all.
Yeah.
And he was like, I didn't know that. Nobody tells us that. We just experience you guys acting different. We don't know that you guys act different when you're not with us.
The thing about it is, like, white people don't just code switch but everybody code switches.
Yeah.
When I'm talking to like an old like baby boomer from the South, I talk slower.
Theo Vaughn
Yes,
said, I
ma'am.
want to meet
No,
people
ma'am.
halfway. They're supposed to meet people halfway.
Like code switching is a real thing.
It's a real
Dude,
thing, but it's
when
like
I was
such a
growing-
subtle thing.
Yeah,
If it's too much, it crosses into like cringeworthy.
dude,
I don't like
my
when
stepdad.
I know guys that do it too much too.
My stepdad used to pick up Mexican dudes from Home Depot to like work on his fence and stuff,
Yeah.
and he'd be like, "Come on, my friend, come on, my friend."
Amigo.
White
you know,
guys,
you know how like
where
Mexican
I'm from, that's just like the default. Like
Mex-
white guys,
Mexican
that's just how
guys-
you talk to Mexican
Mexican guys here, they call everybody boss.
people.
Yeah, boss.
What's going on, boss?
Hey, boss.
It's always a boss, and like from where I'm from, it was always my friend.
Mm.
Hey, my friend, you gonna?
Hey, my friend.
And my
Across the street.
stepdad would pick up these Mexican dudes, and he'd be like, "Okay, my friend, fix it a fence, cierra la puerta," you know, and my friend.
El Fixo, the toilet-o.
That's how they do it back home, dude. They don't even like. They're not even like guilty about it either. Like North Texas, it's very flat, middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
but it's very mixed. It's very like Mexican, or I should say mixed with white and Mexican.
Yeah.
So they should do land acknowledgments
Mexican.
at the mothership.
Mexican, yeah,
This is Mexico. We took
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
They should do land acknowledgments at Roscoe's.
Oh, by the way,
This
we
is
went to
forget about
we
that.
went to Mothership today, and half of the letters were not lit up, and it was just the cum moth.
I think that the
Tired of
only
all these cum moths.
place they do
what I'll-
land acknowledgments is at Cold Town Theater.
You ever smell
cold,
mothballs, Josh?
I bet Wakanda Sykes has cum moths.
You ever
Come
sm-
on,
have
that
you ever
sounds like what I'm
smelled-
gonna reincarnate as.
Have you ever smelled mothballs?
Yes, I think so. Grandma's closet in Atlanta.
Yeah. How'd you get your nose between their little legs?
How much did they pay you to fuck that polar bear?
I've never visually seen mothballs. That's just something I hear people.
Really?
Yeah, there's like
My grandparents, I used to eat them.
What?
It
I
says
don't even
you're
know
not
what they look
supposed to,
like.
but
I
you
don't
can.
even.
Are mothballs like an actual thing that you put in the closet to make it
Yes.
be good? Like, can you go buy mothballs?
Do
Yeah,
not
you seem able
tell
to.
Tony Hinchcliffe that you ate mothballs because you were so fat when you were on that show. He's gonna make more.
They
fat
look like
jokes.
jawbreakers. They're like
I want candy.
they're like eucalyptus
I'm a good boy.
jawbreakers.
I deserve a treat. Good boys deserve candy treats. It's time for a mothball.
Y'all
Who
seriously
had 'em?
never seen a
Yeah, they keep
mothball
them in the
before?
jacket bag, right? Like in the closet.
I remember my grandma just had like a box of them
Okay.
in the
Did
back
you
of the
seriously ate a mothball?
closet. No.
Okay.
That's why you're like that.
I just thought it'd be funny to tell you guys that. You got me. I'm a fucking liar. I'm a piece of shit.
The Lord knows you're lying.
I
It's-
deserve a painful death. It's fine.
It's your straight face
Just a
that did
lying
it. Yeah.
piece of shit. Just suck it. I fucking suck. I fucking deserve death.
No, you have to eat
Your
mothballs.
delivery was so good that I
hope I
believed you.
crash
That's
and
why.
die on the way home.
Your delivery was good.
I hope my
you.
democracy gets destroyed. Everything's being destroyed.
You know what's
So-
not being destroyed is these white women's pussies.
The dudes. The fucking
They
dudes.
refuse.
In Trump's America.
Let's just munch box until we get a Democrat in.
Let's use the voice and be a bitch.
All right. Yeah. Let's switch over to a stream. Eric, what's your handle? How do people find you on social media?
On like literally anything, I'm at Erik Gampick.
Okay.
Yeah, ErikGampick.
Okay. Yeah. Because I'll tag you with that in this.
And Chroma Leaf.
Oh yeah, and the Chroma Leaf for my music, but
Nice.
I don't know why. Ever since I started doing comedy, I'm like, nobody cares.
Oh no, all
Nobody
glory
gives a
goes
fuck
to the
about
Hypnotoad.
music. Nobody
He's like,
cares. Don't bother you
whoever's
guys.
listening, Eric's really good at music and comedy.
We'll link his music and his comedy.
Eric is actually, since I've met him, he has gotten better at stand-up comedy than I've ever seen anybody in a year.
There are a lot of people are saying that they're calling and saying they've never seen anything like this before.
Heath just likes getting his dick sucked
like
after a
nothing
podcast.
anyone's ever seen before.
Yes. Eric's going to suck my dick. He's very good at stand-up.
It's worth the compliment, though.
Yeah.
I'll give head for good compliments.
Yeah. Cheap date.
He is really good, and he loves to write, and he's a great writer, and he works really hard.
All right. We'll check out
Don't
Eric.
tell him I told you that.
Yeah, don't be gay.
We'll check out Eric, and we are going to switch over to our streams. So follow us on YouTube or Twitch to watch our streams.
Professor J. I'ma get it right, man, you better be believing that. When I write it down, it's perfection that you see in my friends. Don't think I'm weird cause I hit them up on Facebook, telling them they spelled it wrong. I know they give me dirty looks, but I can't help that I can distinguish then and then. Thought that they could too, man, thought it was obvious. Obviously not, man, you're making me nauseous. Know my constant corrections are kind of obnoxious, but it's not my fault, it's your grammar that's causing this. Passing out asterisks like I'm Oprah Winfrey.
You get an asterisk, you get an asterisk, you get an asterisk, woo! Passing out asterisks, feeling disastrous, correcting all the grammars with my grammar gymnastics, hitting them with commas and the proper contractions, avoiding all the cues.